Caviar. 1400 metres and they sent on their journey. Goldie Coast jumped a little bit awkwardly on the right hand side and West End gave away 2.5 length start. Lady Tatty's fourth to last with Caviar in the time being. As they sort themselves into stride for race 7, Bosch Hook Golf's conditions plate and the leader Cayenne came out rolling by a length and a quarter. Dancing Arrow second. Fly, Peg, Fly, White Sleeves and Cap races third at the 1,000 disc. Shelley's Connection in the open with the orange on the right-hand side. Lady Tatty, West End, Caviar has a shadow roll, and Goldie Coast, after that awkward beginning, is the trailer 9 lengths top to tail. Cayenne stretching out freely by 2 from Dancing Arrow races in second and Shelley's Connection only a neck away third. Lady Tatty got eager on the inside, taken up for a couple of strides. Lady Tatty, Caviar's around, Fly, Peg, Fly, West End and Goldie Coast. Cayenne now as they greet the judge and crowd with just on 400 to go. On the outside, Shelley's Connection. Caviar now starts to make her presence felt between runners. 300 metres to go and Caviar now got to barge her way through. Goldie Coast is also let loose down the centre of the course. Goldie Coast, Caviar on the inside, but Goldie Coast with a sweeping run and it looks all over. Goldie Coast just destroys them. She's going to stop the clock out here. Goldie Coast, this is bullseye by 2. Caviar second, Fly, Peg, Fly and Shelley's Connection. Goldie Coast from last to first in a matter of strides just inhaled them. For Bram Van Hasteen and William Henderson, I know Paul Lafferty really thinks the world of Goldie Coast. She was awkward out the gates at the back of the field, but within a couple of strides, she ranged up alongside and went right on by Caviar. She even pricked her ears with 100 to go, just looked to dig her toes in, and Sean Cormack just gave her a couple of urgings over the last 150 just to keep her mind at the job at hand. And Goldie Coast, she certainly delivers tonight. Caviar, who made a beautiful run coming to the 300, had to weave her way through, looked like she could run a big race, and that's when Goldie Coast just wailed on by. Behind these, Fly, Peg, Fly, Shelley's Connection, Dancing Arrow. Lady Tatty had to get taken up around the turn, so she was inconvenienced a couple of times, and West End. There you'll see Caviar now comes through between runners, but Goldie Coast in those day-glow yellow silks with the purple spots, within 3 or 4 strides, she's all over them, and then she's gone. Goldie Coast by 2. Caviar's coming out second best. There you'll see Goldie Coast. She just pricks her ears, and that's when Sean Cormack gives her 1 or 2 reminders just to make sure that she doesn't dig her toes in and stop. And Goldie Coast, her 4th career victory, and this is certainly a horse who enjoyed the extra this evening. Back to the studio.
All number 4, Goldie Coast, has come through to close off the jackpot for trainer Paul Lafferty. Well done, Laff, I'm sure is watching up in Gauteng. And of course, jockey Sean Cormack, Bram van Hasteen on course, William Henderson, the other partner. And well done to Rose Dean Stud. She's now made it 4 victories from her 9 starts. But more importantly, she's come through to win well over 1,400 meters. Let's have a chat with Bram first. Welcome, Bram. It's a long time since I've seen you here in KZN.
Yeah, no, last time, we only made it through 1 race, and Gold Circle and the jockeys had a bit of an altercation. So, but it seems like the course is coming fine. And yeah, we had a couple of runners earlier, they didn't do all that well, but I was very surprised the way that Goldie Coast actually kicked on now. And it looks like we really have a lovely horse here, because we unfortunately lost our other horse, Brown Burley, earlier the week due to colic. Yes. And we brought these two together at the same cell, but this made good for the other loss.
Now, talking about this horse, I know that every time I've chatted to Laff, he's raved about her.
Yeah, Laff is also one of those positive guys, that you never know, when to believe him and when not to. But he obviously, he always just said we must keep on believing, Unfortunately, he always told me that, this horse will be a contender for the Guineas. And then unfortunately she drew 24 out of 24, and it's 8 days from now, so it's probably a bit soon. But the way she accelerated there was really nice to see.
You're having a good run. I've been watching racing midweek with Carl Berger at Kenilworth. You had some nice places and a win.
Yeah, we had some good fun with Carl again, but watch us tomorrow in the nursery. We're going to chase that Benadir home with Kiss Me Hardy.
Yeah, but things going well for you, Bram, enjoying it?
You know, I enjoy the racing. You know, it's really a good, you know, distraction from your work.
Yes.
And I'm going to Joburg tomorrow, and obviously it's a sale, so we'll look forward to go and buy something. Will this put you in the mood to buy again? You know, I don't know always why we always win races just before the sales. You know, it just encourage us. So yeah, I really enjoy the racing. You know, you have so much nice partners that you race with and people that you meet. You know, and it's highs and lows. Like tonight, you know, we expected a good run from Cat in Command earlier. We got disappointed, but you know, then we got a good surprise on this one again.
You know, I must end by saying that whoever's sitting on your table tomorrow, they're waiting for you to arrive with those pick 6 numbers.
Yeah, no, we were very fortunate last time. You know, how could we were just worked at the table, pick 6,
Sure.
and we won 1.6 million rand.
Brilliant, what a lovely story.
Really fortunate and blessed.
Well done, Bram.
Thank you.
Lovely, nice chatting to Bram. Shawnee, sorry to keep you waiting, but did you know that these guys at a big race meeting up in Gauteng, they won 1.7 million. Bram picked the numbers.
Listen, when I was still on his emailing list, I got it earlier.
Is it?
Still while the cash was hot.
Yes. Well done. Now, coming back to this filly, Roy gave me all the confidence that the trip's going to be no problem.
Yeah, I think the key with her was to get her to switch off, you know. She's a hugely different filly when she switched off. She's got a lot of ability, and you know, the funny thing is that this is like a little payback for me, because I was meant to actually ride her when Samanga won in her maidens. I actually did a couple of gallops on her, and she pressed me a lot, and yeah, so it's nice to get back on her and to win.
You know, they were talking guineas earlier on. Obviously, that's maybe a bit too soon next week, but she's a filly that looks to be maturing and getting stronger at the racing. A mile will be no problem.
Oh, listen, I think a mile is, you know, it's stretching her a little bit at this present time, but you know, obviously, like Roy said, you know, he said there's only one filly's guineas in Natal, and it's come up maybe a little bit close, but that's up to Lef and to Bram to discuss, you know. I think she's a nice filly, and I think if they a little bit more cautious with them, place her right, I think she'll keep winning for them, and she could end up at that level later on. But as I say, that's not my department, and I'm just very, very thankful that I was on it tonight, and that it went well, and nice to be back on horse for Bram, and a winning one at that.
I'll appreciate it. I had a chat with most of the jocks out there. You one of the more senior boys in the jockeys room. Your take on the track and the improvements from the last time that we abandoned the race meeting to today?
Yeah, listen, you know, we've got to move on, and you know, I think the work that they've done from that meeting till now has been extraordinary, you know, and I think that's what needed to be done. You know, they needed to get this track in a condition that it is tonight, and I know that there's still a few little things that they just need to touch up on, which they are obviously aware of and that they are going to do. But we've got through a meeting tonight, and obviously there's one more race, but we've got through a meeting, and things were done professionally. We brought gallops here, brought horses to gallop here. Everybody seemed happy. As I said, you know, one or two little things that need to be ironed out, but they'll get it right. I think it was just a little bit of patience. We would have avoided all little hiccups. But listen, like I said, it's all past now, and we've got a really good season to look forward to now, and everything looks like it's just coming right at the right time.
Thanks for the feedback. Nice ride. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks to Highlands, my sponsor. Have a good evening.
Lovely. Sean Cormack for Paul Lafferty. Well done, Lef. Number 4, Goldie Coast has come to close the jackpot. If you caught this quartet, the numbers you'll need: 4, 1, 8, and 9. Coming up next, the lucky last. Race number 8, closing off the place accumulator and the pick 6.